Today's discussion point is, will the economy recover and what will it look like? Now, if some people have been following my Facebook posts, I rely on some experts out there to take a look at the economy and what their predictions are. You know, folks like Goldman Sachs and various economists that are trying to figure out, is this going to be a U shape or a V shape or a W shape recovery? Now, as you will see in the show itself, there'll be a graphic that will show that they're actually predicting much more of a V shape over the next 2 quarters. So Q2 is going to be lousy, but Q3 and Q4 we're going to see growth. What does that look like for the real estate market? That's a discussion that we're going to talk about in a minute. But overall, the economy, this is kind of a one-off. If the lockdown, and this is now right here, April 21st, if the lockdown goes for another 3 weeks, 5 weeks, we'll be okay. I predicted personally a while ago that we'd be looking at a June 1st opening here in New Jersey. My gut is that it might actually be a little bit longer, depending on the schools might not come back this year. But when you kind of look at how things are tied together, I think the schools are going to have to come back in order to make that all work. However, if it goes beyond June 1st, I think that you're going to start to see those mom and pop shops go from 25%, 30% not opening their doors again to 50, 60% not opening their doors again. And then we're going to have some real challenges in the economy. If you look at Wall Street, it doesn't really tie to Main Street. I'm not really sure why that is, but clearly the folks that do a lot of the forward thinking, they seem to be big believers that the economy is going to be just fine. So I'm going to go with them and say, hey, this is what the experts are saying. Email me, direct message me, call me if you really want some more information on that. I'll be happy to share all of the data I get because it's important. It's important for all of us to know where our jobs are, where our income's coming from. Will things be okay? Things will be okay. That I've been told from everyone, that things will be okay, and I'm glad for that. So that's today's discussion point, is will the economy recover? And then what will it look like? I think there's going to be some new normal out there. There's going to be more social distancing for a long time, and not just 6 feet away, but the businesses that can figure out how to deliver products and services with less interaction between people are the ones that are going to win. The banks that already have drive-up tellers, the food, so, here in Hoboken, there's a lot of restaurants that are doing takeout or pickup and take away. I think that if you build a lot more of these places where they have little takeout windows or they have takeout spaces, I think you're going to see those kinds of businesses do well. Grocery stores that figure out how you can order your food and pull up and they just put it right in your car without going into the grocery store or without dealing with people. Those kinds of businesses are going to be okay. For real estate, it's 3D walkthroughs of homes. It's Zoom calls. It's buyer consults, seller consults this way. It's looking at pricing strategies via calls and via looking through the back end. So there's a lot of different ways that real estate's going to be different, and maybe should be different, and maybe should have always been different. Hey, Dan Lynn, thanks for watching. But for instance, when you're buying real estate, viewing the home has always been the first thing. I think it's going to be the last thing that people are going to be doing for a long time. That maybe open houses aren't so open anymore, but that people will be looking online a lot more. They'll be doing a lot more understanding of neighborhoods and that thing via Google Maps and street views and walk-bys, and so there's going to be a lot more of the kind of there's going to be a lot more of that in terms of social distancing. So the question, so that was the discussion point, is will the economy recover and what will it look like? Yes, it's going to recover. Will it look like? It'll be different. It'll be different in different industries, and there'll be some winners and there'll be some losers. And if you can't figure it out, then you're going to just get rolled over by the change. Because it is coming, and it's going to be somewhat exciting in some ways and somewhat crappy in other ways. I will say, as a positive personally, and I know that most people have either done Zoom calls or house party or something else and reconnected with people that maybe they haven't seen in years and years and years. I was just on a call a week or so ago with 20 of the guys I went to college with, then that was 30 years ago. So, um, it's just something that we wouldn't simply do in normal times. Maybe now we'll do some more of. So things will be different.